did you realize your partner was hiding something huge? My best friends threw me a surprise dinner for my 30th birthday, and I always thought I'd remember that night for the food, not everything that followed. Everyone told old stories, and we raised glasses to the best friend anyone could ask for. But somewhere between the appetizers and the main course, I noticed things were off. My boyfriend Ethan kept sneaking glances at my best friend Jess, who just sat there quietly and barely looked at me. At first, I thought they were nervous about an additional surprise to my birthday. Yet when I blew out my birthday candles, they just sat there quietly, and both their eyes slid past each other. I tried to brush it off, telling myself I was imagining things, but after dessert, Ethan stood and cleared his throat and said, "Can we go for a walk?" I looked at Jess, who avoided my eyes, so I followed Ethan out, and once we stepped outside, he awkwardly shoved his hands in his pockets. "I have to tell you something. It's about Jess," he said with a trembling voice. My heart hammered as I quickly jumped to the worst possible conclusion, and I asked him what he did with her. Ethan threw his hands up in defense and said, "Oh no, it's not like that. I didn't do anything with her. But these past few weeks, as we've been planning out this surprise dinner, Jess and I got close, and she found out she has multiple sclerosis. She didn't know how to bring it up to you, so she asked me to," he said. "She sat at the bar, and her eyes were red, and when she saw me, she started to cry. 'I'm sorry I ruined your birthday. I didn't want you to find out today, but I felt that you should know,' she whispered. I shook my head and said, 'You didn't ruin anything. I wish you had told me.' I squeezed her hand tighter and reassured her and told her I would never leave her alone, and I appreciated her more than anything for doing so much for me while she'd been struggling so much herself. The rest of the night turned into a mix of hugs and tears, and Ethan and I ended up going back to Jess's place to help her with chores around the house. In the weeks that followed, everything started to slowly change. At